Hi everyone, this is Caroline Speaks, The State of Our World on Friday, September 10th, 2021. What is it? Good, better, and different, all three. The main headlines, Representative Barbara Lee, who cast a sole vote after 9/11 against forever wars, and she now speaks about the need for Afghan war inquiry. I totally agree, because the war was funded with money from through the Defense Department and also uh, from the CIA. A lot of the costs were kept off the books. Another main headline is shared grief after 9/11. The sister of a World Trade Center victim meets an Afghan who lost 19 members in the U.S. attack. Uh, the Afghan woman's family was pretty much wiped out when the U.S. Basically bombed uh, the village where they were, where they thought they were safe. Of course, they weren't. And the woman who lost her brother in the World Trade Center attacks. His brother was a hero in his way. He worked with a friend at an insurance company, and the friend was needed a wheelchair to get around. And when the attacks happened and everyone was evacuating, he did not leave his friend. He was waiting for the firemen to come and help them evacuate. He could have gotten out very quickly, very easily, but he refused to abandon his friend. The fire department did show up, but too late for him and his friend. Uh, so this man is a hero. This woman's brother is a hero. Okay. Now, a lot of things happened. Uh, there are a lot of headlines. Biden orders vaccine mandates for federal workers and large employers. International flights resume from Kabul airport. Taliban torture journalists covering protests. Syrian army enters Dara, the birthplace of the uprising against the Assad regime a decade ago. Biden admin extends TPS, which is temporary protective status, for 400,000 people through 2022. Whistleblower details abuse of migrant children at Fort Bliss base in Texas. I've heard about that in the past, so how come it's still a problem? Why don't they get rid of people who are abusive? SCOTUS stays execution of Texas death row prisoner. DOJ sues Texas over unconstitutional abortion ban. Biden withdraws gun control advocate as ATF nominee, names ally to big polluters for key energy posts. Well, President Biden, you have to fight for your ATF nominee, and you have to remove the nominee who's an ally to big polluters for an energy post. The EPA seeks permanent block on Pebble Mine project in Alaska's Bristol Bay. Harvard divests from fossil fuels after years-long student campaign. Good. Nabisco workers in 5 states continue strike as Buffalo Starbucks workers fight to unionize. I hope they all get a union and good working conditions and good benefits. The WHO calls for a halt to COVID booster shots in 2021, says vaccines should go to poorer countries. I agree with that. COVAX cuts 2021 vaccine forecast. Australia joins the call for a waiver on vaccine patents. Los Angeles schools poised to require vaccinations for students 12 and older. Afghanistan evacuations continue as Taliban reestablishes Ministry of Virtue and Vice. Virtue and Vice, who does that apply to? That's a shield for abusing women. Main suspect in 2015 Paris attacks tells court. He was a soldier for the Islamic State. Human Rights Campaign president fired in latest fallout from Cuomo sexual harassment probe. And Virginia removes the statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. Good. Okay. Now, we're going to have vaccine mandates for federal workers and encouraging Republican governors who oppose vaccines for everyone to get out of the way so that they can protect their people. And these Republican governors and Republican National Committee are complaining that Biden is a tyrant. Well, he's trying to protect the people. Your President Trump didn't do anything. That's why we have about 700,000 fatalities from the coronavirus because of your Trumpy. Trump was a disaster and still is. Okay, now, today is the 20th anniversary of the September 11th attack, September 1st, 2001. At the time, what did I do? I opposed going to war with Afghanistan because they didn't have anything to do with the attacks. It was Saudi people, Saudi Arabians, who made up most of the 19 pilots who flew into the various places, and not the Afghanistan people. And Afghanistan did have a Taliban, but the Taliban didn't have anything to do with September 11th attacks. It was the Saudis. But the Taliban did provide refuge for Osama bin Laden, the leader of the Saudis who attacked us on September 11th. But the people are the ones to suffer. So I called my local member of the House of Representatives and my two senators and told them it is wrong to go to war with Afghanistan because they didn't do anything. And later on, when Bush wanted to go to war in Iraq, I told them the same thing: no war with Iraq. I'm against war. There was one person who voted against having a war. That was Congresswoman Barbara Lee, who cast the sole vote after 9/11 as a vote against her wars. And she once talks about a need for an Afghan war inquiry. I agree, because the Afghan war was funded by the U.S. in some shady ways, not only through the Defense Department, but through the CIA, and a lot of the costs were kept off the books. Now, 9/11 provided a lot of grief, shared grief. A sister of the World Trade Center victim meets an Afghan who lost 19 family members in the U.S. attack. It was a very nice interview. I put it up on my Facebook page for all of you to read, if you'd like. Okay, now, how about a little music? Okay, what did we do yesterday? I believe we did Georgie Girl, but who knows? Hi everyone, this is Carolyn Speaks the State of Our World on third. Castro took over. Bill's quote: nobody, or is it the clothes you wear? Okay, I did do Georgie Girl. Okay, how about we do Walter Ferrone, the song by Tom Springfield, so the Springfield folk group. One member of that group, Dusty Springfield, went on to become an international singer. Close the door, light the lights, we're staying home tonight, far away from the bustle and the bright city lights. Let them all fade away, just leave us alone, and we'll live in a world of our own. We'll build a world of our own that no one else can share. All our troubles will leave far behind us there. And I know we will find such peace of mind when we live in a world of our own. Okay, that was World of Our Own, some of it anyway. Thank you for tuning in this evening, Friday, September 10th, 2021 for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks, State of the World. Hope you join us again tomorrow evening. In the meantime, stay safe, wear a mask, practice social distancing, and when the vaccine is available and it's safe for you to take it, I would take it. I had mine on May 27th, the Johnson one-shot vaccine. I had 2 serums, and I was tired for about a week, and I was fine. So stay safe, take care of yourself and others, and remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you.